For part 2.
Welcome back, everyone.
Come back.
Right, let me just get this stream reopened.
Do some sharings.
I'm already on it.
Ooh, wunderbar.
We'll give it uno memento, let people rejoin.
Get back into you tarts.
You slip. No, don't do that.
Yeah, I thought about that and I was like, yeah.
Ahoy. Graham is back.
Hello, Graham.
Graham. We're back.
There's a Wagoon in there as well.
There's a Wagwani. Wagooni Nooni. Peshwari Nani. Dick.
Chubba Chops.
Chubby Chops.
Oh. Do it, be hatch. Right, that's enough of these tarts. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
Right, where are we?
Where did we get to? I think we got past Graham. Yeah, so Chubbs, Graham in P8 and 9, obviously closing towards the front runners towards the end of race 1. So let's see if they can get away. Panda in P10 had a really good solid start to the season. Obviously the Genesis not the best car around this circuit, but he ended up getting a good result in race number 1. Obviously yourself, Lee, you went well other than a couple of penalties. You went very well. And we got the first of the T Smiths, the more inferior one, should we say? So,
yes, the dirty.
And then we've got Ross, who appears as T Smith 96, in P13, and then the number 1 Milker driver starts in P14, and then the quite a way behind number 2 driver starts at the Valtteri Bottas of the Milker team starts in P15. So off you go then, Mr. Licole. Take us away for race number 2.
Let's go. And lights out, away we go again. Running down towards turn 1. Switchback leading the way then. Is the Alpha going to, having lagged out the first one then, is he going to prove the worth? But he's already under pressure from that Peugeot, which is absolutely rapid in a straight line. Wants to go through the twisty stuff. In a Benetton sandwich. Then Panda's also in a Aston Martin sandwich. Teams nice together, 2 Milker cars together, 2 Lambos together, the Napa and Aston Martin cars pairing up.
Lots of nice pretty colours.
Indeed. Down to the left hander for the first time. So the way switch back, understeering heavily.
I think we would say going into race number 2, Sean heavy favourite for race 2, providing obviously he can stay in.
Very much so, switch back immediately with a penalty.
Yep.
And, coming in then, Sean already starting to open that gap up then. Fro now on the attack as well. Beanbag, who's gone deep under the slightest bit of pressure, ball bumping and boring though. Fro gets hung out to dry there by Steph and then by Jonesy. And Steph going for a double overtake there as he goes past Beanbag as well.
Lovely move.
Bit of contact there, and the Honda's ganging up on him though. 3 wide. He's going to win out here. She's not back in the straight line, there's Mikey on the grass.
Ooh. Off he goes.
The gravel he goes. There's lots of shenanigan going on, and Beanbag there and scored it off. I think he just sort of squeezed onto the grass as he turned into the braking zone. Oh, now back in hanging out.
But to be fair, it's less time than he would have lost in previous seasons. So,
much so.
Where there's a silver lining, you take that opportunity to mention. But I can say in advance for this race, it was incredibly difficult to get past because there were so many cars. Obviously, you don't want to be sending it on people into tight braking zones just for really just racing etiquette, I think.
Beaten up there by a Panda, who's making good progress already.
He's flying. We had a bit of a resurgence. Wheels finally clicked with GT, and I think it's all starting to come together. We know how quick he was on F1, and like he said, he struggled kind of doing both, and now he's really got locked into the GT style racing, and he's we saw last week and this week so far just how good he's becoming. So keep an eye out for him. I think he'll be contesting for quite a few podiums and potentially wins this season.
So T. Smith making a move on Chubbs, who is very courteous there and gives him all the track hand a bit more. Meanwhile, switch between the Aston Martins. Past Graham. Now fends off Ross. Side by side up there between Steph and Jonesy. Still side by side. These two. Bit of a roadblock forming here. See Sean pulling away at the front. Blue flag trying to get involved now as well.
Jonesy
in the
going
background. Who's that? That's Aaron. Look at the inside of Ross.
Oh, some sliding.
He's now lost out to the Genesis, and now I'm going to come and bully him as well.
What we will say about Frome is don't let the Group 4 Audi formulate your opinion of him as a racer, because he is very, very fast.
Yes, and he can't run out of fuel in this one either, so it's not realistic at all.
Yeah. Good lad is our Frome, up to from Yorkshire. But he's a good lad.
Flag and Jonesy side by side now, so Steph has prevailed in that battle, and now blue flag's coming to have a go, and T. Smith having a go on Panda as well.
I feared for Steph's life there with blue flag looking up the inside from 10 car lengths back. Oh, is that Will going on the outside of Tom?
Yeah, fighting back. Well, holds the position then, and now Chubbs is coming in to have a piece.
A little bit of bite from Will. Here comes Chubbs, doesn't need a second invitation. Bang, get off the track.
Fears nobody,
there we
Chubbs.
Go.
That's a multi-time GT champion, and Chubbs doesn't care.
The human wrecking ball that is Captain Chubbs.
Panda, meanwhile, now going around the outside of blue flag.
Oh, yes, it done gives him a good old smash as he goes through. I think I'm going side by side with Graham, I think.
Yeah, T. Smith taking advantage as well in the way that he does. The opportunistic, through he goes. Kicking up a bit of dirt there. How did I send it on Frome? Is it here?
Nothing like some good spoilers from you, Lee.
Oh, okay.
No,
it wasn't there. Wasn't there. And now back.
So
caught back up again, so fair play to Mike, he's caught up again, but look at the gap that Sean's got now. Huge gap up front now from Switchback, who's doing well. Time on to P2, he's got a big lead as well, because it's Steph and T. Smith and Panda and Josie go 4 wide into turn 1.
Love it. Proper FTRL.
2 to T. Smith sideways.
Ooh, blue flag trying to hit everyone off. Little twitches there, smashing everyone off the
place
track.
though. Look at this train then, thrown out the inside of Chubbs. Giving him some of his own medicine. Just understeer off the circuit, that's it.
Shove him off.
Oh, there we go.
Oh dear.
There's a gap on the inside, it's fine. There we go. And bully them both off. Chubbs then takes frame wide and I get them both. Love that from me.
Oh.
And then Chubbs comes back at me and then nuffs me off. Oh, it's frame, sorry. Yeah, go on, get frame soon, that's fine. T. Smith then made his way through to third now, so he's got quickly on to the back of Stefan, past him, he's past Panda as well.
So he's got one more car to navigate before he can have a run at Sean, but that's quite an impressive gap that Sean's created there for P1, as we thought he might for this race. To be honest with you, I really enjoyed racing around this track. It was so tight and it was difficult, and we need more races like this, because otherwise it is just the same people going through within 3 laps.
Blue flag there running wide at turn 1. I think I went a little deep there. I might have just caught Jonesy a little bit wide there, so I do apologise, Jonesy.
He doesn't. He texted me and told me, Jonesy.
That's true. Thank you.
Oh, I'm up the inside. I don't know who that is.
That's Jonesy.
Jonesy, what a move.
You see, I think we talked about how difficult it was to get through. Oh, what's going on there?
Oh, do I send it here on blue flag?
Pagani's
Jonesy, Jesus Christ. Yeah, to be fair, I must say as well, Jonesy apologised to me after this race for hitting me. I think he used the word an uncountable amount of times. I was fine, just slightly vulnerable, and we won't go into the details of the conversation.
I don't want to say T. Smith's holding the field up here, or there's now Switchback. Now that Switchback's got a penalty, now Switchback looks like he's holding everybody up, but obviously T. Smith wasn't front of the train before.
Yeah.
T. Smith going so slowly that the whole field, Bahar, Sean, is just stuck behind us. And I can't believe he's let Sean get so far away.
Yeah.
Switchback going immediately for a send.
What
Wipes out
send.
Steph.
Bang.
And then Panda wipes out everybody, and then Chubbs comes in obviously and kills everybody.
Of course.
Yep. Standard.
Chubbs doing his best Miley Cyrus impression.
Frome losing out and all that as well. Jonesy's nerfed down to 10th. Pagani's made his way through to 9th, but with a half-second penalty. Just going through that.
Just nearly screamed live on stream. My fiance's come up behind me and scared me. My backside nearly fell out.
Up front, untroubled by all the chaos behind him. Sean merrily on his way. Shame we haven't got like a chaotic view of Sean's VR. Because it would have probably looked like he was in the middle of like an 18-car battle. You know, all his head movements and all that, when literally he's just trying to cruise at this point. Ties in the background. What was that? That might have been blue flag going a little bit deep. On the outside you go. However, we'll switch back.
Yeah. I went deep into the corner. I was fuming.
And a half-second penalty for trouble as well.
Oh no. Wasn't my best moment.
No. Blue flag, that big squeeze up to the pit.
He's horrendous. Let's just say it out loud as it is. Blue flag is absolutely horrendous. What are you doing, Si? He's one of my closest mates in the whole world, and I've sat in a room whilst racing him, and he's done it to me whilst I'm in the room with him. He just does not care, and I've got to respect it.
Fending off Ross's advances for now.
He's locking the blue flag mentality. Look at the gap that's formed already in front of him. As soon as you go past him, he doesn't care about going back. It's just, right, who am I defending?
You're invisible. As soon as you've gone past, you're invisible. You know, he's gone deep, very deep there, on the curb. Half-second penalty, although he's going to fight it for all it's worth. Ross gives him a bit of the Chubbs treatment, and then he gives you a bit of it. Then Jonesy's there getting in the back of you a couple of times. There we go, yeah, and again.
And again, a bit more, quite a few times.
One more, a bit Morse code. I think he was asking you, is there a toll on this track?
Yeah. He wanted to go the long way round. He wanted to just didn't do the final chicane. Want to go round it.
Somehow I believe I got away with that penalty as well.
I don't know, it really annoyed me at the time. He was trying to defend me here when I had a penalty as well. That's the bit that made me laugh. I can't remember how many places do I lose here. I don't know.
Lost a couple.
Wasn't great.
Guarding Jonesy through. Jonesy's going to start Morse coding on the back of the gun.
It's just so hard to get through this little pack here. I was confident of when I got past blue flag, or when I was approaching him I was thinking, oh no, and then I saw like the little gap in front and thought to myself, right, if I can just clear him, but no. Here comes the send on Jonesy, I believe.
There he goes. Switch back though. No, not having any of that.
Could just get a punt from the trouble, I think.
Yep,
there we go. Yeah. I can't tell you all how many times Jones has hit me in this race. I honestly can't tell you. Luckily I like him.
Well, there's another one.
Well, tolerate him, yeah. At this point I was sitting there with my microphone on mute and thinking to myself, breathe, don't do it.
I don't make you see that.
Look at the time we've lost. Look. Just keep punting me left, right and centre.
Meanwhile, up front, Pagani making the tiniest of gaps, going deep, blue flag. I'll have that back, thank you very much. Pagani driving onto the grass and spinning around.
Oh, what an absolute bottle job.
That's very un-Pagani-like, isn't it? Well, not often you see Pagani make that mistake.
I do. When I'm training him, he does it all the time.
So this pack going on. Meanwhile, up front, Sean untroubled, about 7 or 8 seconds clear at this point. D. Smith not really giving much of a chase, is he, at this point?
No, it's holding the
field well there. And there, Chubbs as well. Chubbs going better in this one. Got less people to smash out the way and slow down this one. Flash of the lights there. Typical.
Signs of a pad driver.
Now he's got a second penalty then to another one of that
final corner. I love it. Go on, Will. Proud of him.
So this penalty for our go.
Still hold on.
Once again, having stared at the back of that Napa car for most of this race, finally got a different view. We'll come back to that later. I'm sure something might happen later on in the battle.
One thing we did miss as well was Blue Flag decided to pit on a
box.
Yeah, box. He didn't need to pit. He just decided it was the optimal strategy. He thought we might get a better run into turn 1 defensively if he did that.
Yeah, nobody can get on the inside of him if he's in the pit lane.
Optimal inside line there. Rumazari took out all of the mechanics as well.
All the photographers that come out at the end of the race, and I was just like, plough to them. And Esteban, I've gone and watched the stream. I was just like, oh, that's a good idea.
I think the little pack is starting to close up behind Tom now, I believe.
Indeed, Chubbs on the outside. And a lot more pace for him in this one. He's giving me a nudge there. He's got himself another penalty there. He really doesn't want that P3 this time. Then the distance is short, going over the break. Team Genesis bump draft there.
Cool, it was a big old bump, wasn't it?
So that and say he was losing time in the straights, but no, I'd say he's gained on me there. Plans for the lap then. So the battle for P3 is on. This is now clearing third, and this pack's still going strong though. Jonesy now getting a bit of his own medicine from Chrome.
To be fair to Jonesy, pace-wise, he was really, really strong in these
Group 4 races. Yeah, he's really on it in this one, and
good to see.
See how he gets on in the next race, but yeah. One week goes in there. Further back, being backed up to 11th then. So despite that opening or second lap dive into the gravel, he's recovered nicely. And well done, Mikey, for sticking at it. Blue is back on track.
Yep.
This battle again, trying to get on the outside, parking on the apex, and trying to get on the inside though, looking for the cutback, but not.
Everyone's saying we should watch Lee at the start of this lap.
Yeah. We'll watch it from.
Whoa!
Big bounce off the curb there. Just about back under control. There we go then.
I feel like I might
final
sit
lap.
back with my drink here and just have a nice sip.
The problem is here, you want to break it about the 300 metre board, which is there.
Oh.
And that's there I go. And then.
Was that a result? Oh dear. Was that a result of a punt from Chubbs?
No, that was me watching my mirror and then looking over and like, oh, where's my brake reference? And like, oh, there it was.
Did you do a blue flag? Did you do one of those?
I can't remember. I think it was just oh shit. And it's not over yet because here we go. Now Ross is now attacking Panda and Ross is now thinking about attacking me. So
what
do? I smoke the rears.
Oh, love it. Top work.
And hemorrhage a couple of places. So that's 3 places lost on the last lap. Great job, mate.
Will's just giving everyone a good flash, entertaining the crowd.
Standard.
The happy soul that he is.
But out of the final corner, it's been an absolute cruise at the front for SBY.
Sibby. Go on, Sibby.
Oh, Sibby.
T-shit comes home in P2.
Disgusting. Chubbs P3. Solid drive from him.
Chubbs. See if he spins at the line.
Hold off Ross. So 4th, 5th, and so 6th. P7 Jones, P8 solid. Brown P9. Graham 10th. Steph 11th. Pagani's 12th. Bag decides to finish the race with a penalty.
It's a good strategy from Mike, to be fair. It paid off.
Switchback only ran second for so long, but as soon as he got that penalty and then nerfed Steph off, it all ravelled quite quickly for him, unfortunately.
To be fair, he did run second last.
True, he got second in both ends of the field. Well done, Zach. And blue flag. Unfortunately, then just P15 for him in that one. Fast lap to me in that one, so the Aston Martin definitely had some pace in there, but once again, my own inability to not.
Well, you're being called out in the chat for saying good rejoin.
Safe rejoin. Hey, it was fine. I left him. Rude.
Well, on to race number 3, which is the Group 3 race.
Yes, it's just rich coming from Chubbs. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, all of these shots in the chat. All of these shots.
And then so the feature race, which was 27 laps, I believe.
27 laps, correct. Medium tyre. is mandatory for at least one stint. And this is reverse grid from the race 2 results. So it is FTRL Blue Flag who starts on pole, Switchback in second. Obviously these guys aren't in the same Group 4 cars they've been in. They're now in the slightly faster, slightly more adventurous Group 3 cars, let's put it that way. Beanbag in P3, Pagani starting in P4. Now he's typically very strong in Group 3 races anyway, so you'd look at this and you'd fancy Pagani's chances quite heavily here. Steph in P5, then you've got Graham in P6 again, very, very strong in Group 3s. You've got Frome just behind, who likewise with Graham is very strong in Group 3 races. Jonesy's not strong in Group 3 races. No, I'm joking. No, Jonesy in P8, obviously after a good result in the previous race. Myself in P9, Lee down in P10 with Ross just behind him, that is. Panda in P12 with his teammate Chubbs. In 13th, you've got the reigning champion, Mr. Smith, in P14, and Sean Sibby SBY in P15. So
the one thing to note, out of everybody, one driver is on the soft tyres to start this race, Mr. T. Smith. Everybody else is starting on the mediums, so T. Smith doing something a little bit different here. Now the Lamborghini, of course, it was very nice. It ate its tyres last week at Grand Valley. So that's a bold strategy to start with. So let's see how that pays off for him. Cotton, shall we?
I was just thinking that. Just thinking of the dodgeball reference. Nice. Right, let's go. 27 laps of the Catalunya Grand Prix circuit without the final chicane. We are
told we need to watch this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is a Punterino.
Oh.
No Punterino, please, Jimmer.
Yeah, just a shame.
Sparks a little bit of chaos in the background. There's more contact.
I'm through. Look at me go.
Oh, Jonesy's now sorting him off the circuit.
Look at me go.
Ross is now getting some contact. That is 2, 3 wide in the background as well. And I'll come down the inside as well.
Oh, Steph's.
Panda getting all kinds of squirrely.
He loves squirrels as well. He'll be delighted with that reference.
Panda now. Oh, Panda's very sideways. Oh,
what a nightmare lap for Steph. This is poor sod.
And now Sean and Chubbs getting worked together as well. Oh, and puts both. This is wide.
Well, who's zero shame. Oh, is it Mike? It is.
It is. With a tedious inevitability. Unfortunately, it was Mike. Oh, we need to get up to switchback. Oh, further back though, who's that side by side? That is Jonesy and T. Smith. Look at him already up to P7. Absolutely
better
flying
driver,
through the field.
Better driver. Can he hold it? No. Worth a try. Is that, have I got a penalty?
I do.
Yep, tactical.
Into the final corner then. Zach decides to build some sandcastles.
Oh, for God's sake. It really annoys me watching stuff like that.
Ambitious.
You just don't need to do it, Zach.
Right, Zach. Zach, right. Turn right.
Just lift or brake a little bit. Look at that. Both of you are 14th and 15th. Forget already.
Oh, back on the
Get
grass.
on the track. You're useless. Come on, Zach.
That P2 has already gone very, very wrong then. So, at the end of the start of lap 2, Blue Flag still leads, but Pagani's already up to P2. Frome's found himself in P3. Graham right behind in P4 with himself, Aaron, and T. Smith already there.
Dirty send
down
here,
the inside.
Have to give him the room. Look.
Probably going to punt Graham here, thinking it's me.
No, to be fair, it's a lovely move.
Good move in there, yep.
It was a very nice move. The Milka car, it's just gorgeous. Anybody that says that the Milka cars aren't gorgeous is just wrong. Iconic livery.
So T. Smith up to 5th, then you're in 6th, about to serve your half-second penalty.
That's fine.
Might leave you vulnerable to Jonesy in the braking zone. Back for some more Morse code. Oh, ahead though, T. Smith looking at that move, Graham, but pops back in again. Oh, you've decided to go up the other loop there.
Yeah, optimal line.
Oh, that's in the background. Who was that going deep? One of the Genesises was Chubbs. wide there of Steph. Oh, was that Steph losing the back, or was that Chubbs helping him?
It's more likely Chubbs helping him. I didn't see, but I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, close up front. Smith has got the move done on Graham. He's already up to 4th. And look at the tyre wear situation, you can see quite noticeably already those soft tyres showing some wear, that left rear especially. Really, like the right sided tyres around here are basically new, even at the end of the stint, aren't they? Well, the left sided tyres getting absolutely eaten now. Tom's taking a very scenic route around the outside.
I'm just going to quickly interlude with a like the stream, everybody. Muchas gracias. Please, 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 please. Take you 1 second. Back to the action.
Got kind of like a 9-car battle up front.
I reckon me and you should definitely replace Crofty and everyone on F1.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he was going on earlier about saying, "Oh, you don't see moves like that at turn 6." I said, "Move happened at turn 4."
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that we're on board with Si at turn 38. Oh, look at that. T. Smith going wide. Everyone going wide.
And making a move for the lead.
Well, blue flag does nothing to defend that. Infuriates the life out of me, that.
We can't even see him anymore now, so. He's gone. He's already looking at the mirrors at Frome.
I sort of like didn't quite take in what you just said. But yeah, nice. Good work. Here comes Frome as well. Frome is fantastic. So pleased he's back on the grid, genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before he loses his head one week and quits, but let's just enjoy the ride while he's here. I hope you don't do it, Frome, because we all love having you around. But here he goes, Mr. Smith on Graham into turn 1. It looks inevitable.
That looked like contact.
I think it was just a bit of lag, to be honest.
Nah, it's proper contact.
I must admit, that Lambo looks lovely.
Matte black. So, Mr. Smith up to 4th. Graham, yourself. Jonesy going well, still.
Still can't
P7.
Shrug him off.
Ross there as well, and myself. If we get back to Chubbs and Panda, so they've fended off Steph and SBY. We're still there in touch. Switchback then, having built some sandcastles, is now sweeping the edge of the circuit. And Mikey, after his opening lap, Pontorino, and the secondary spin. Still going through 15 and lead battle of 3 is quickly becoming a 4. Pagani still setting an electric pace. Purple then to 2 Frome now on the back of blue flag. Smith very wide out there.
Very impressive. Jokes aside from Tom. Very, very impressive start to the race.
He just has a way, doesn't he? He always just manages to pick his way through.
Yeah.
Usually without contact. Seems to be in the right place to benefit from everybody else's chaos.
Sign of a good driver.
Back of the race as well, 41 flat. So Frome goes on the attack of blue flag.
Dangerous, Frome, don't do it. Don't do it, Frome. Yeah, good lad, well done.
What does though is let T. Smith get ever closer. Frome on the attack at the moment, but soon might have to be doing some defending as well.
In blue flag's head, he's still P1, and even when Frome gets past, he's still P1.
Getting closer and closer. Back here, Graham and yourself to battle with P5.
Yeah, a bit of an update from me at this point. I felt good last week in that Group 3 race. Obviously, we saw, luckily, I had a really good end to the week last week at Grand Valley, but I struggled with the car this week in Group 3. Like, I had some good lap times in it, I hadn't done them so far in this, but I just couldn't get it hooked up. I didn't have any confidence in the car at all, so it wasn't, genuinely zero excuse, just literally just saying I didn't feel as in touch with it at all this week. I really struggled to kind of be up with those front runners.
Just to answer your question and say if there's absolutely no way that Frome made that livery.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
He's definitely just downloaded that. And now he is under pressure from Mr. T. Smith. A little bit of a rub there. Proper smoke pops up and the Lamborghini to the inside. However, giving the slipstream. And I'm trying to give the slipstream to both of them. T. Smith,
go on, Pagani. Run away.
In the background.
Oh, do I? Oh my god.
Overtaking Graham is disgusting behaviour.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Graham.
He's not Graham, he texted me and told me he isn't.
No.
Battle going on between Jonesy and Ross as well. I've had a couple of scruffy laps, so just fell away a little bit, so keeping them honest. T. Smith then has got the move done on Frome. Sitting in sight.
Frome said he put a number 37 on the car. He's sure he's sure
that makes it mine.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, you can't argue. Jonesy going well. He's got it in him, Jonesy. He just needs to get back to the motivation he had.
He's got a bit of practicing now as well. I think that's helping now. Playing on the curb there. That should be all right.
Because in my genuine opinion, he should be very close to that sort of mid-pack. Like where he's running now in this race is where I see Jonesy when he practices and genuinely puts in the time for it, which I know is obviously not easy for everybody every week, but we've seen him do it before and he had some really good pace when he first joined, so it looks like he's slowly getting back there again, so fingers crossed.
T. Smith then through into P2. Now it is back to P3. Here comes Frome on blue flag. There's Jinx left. Not getting close enough, is he? This time. Closing in now, and Graham now getting Jonesy and Ross. And as well, the Genesises having recovered from their opening lap skirmishes. Nose to tail, 10th and 11th. Not quite a circuit to unleash the straight line prowess of that car like they did last week. Steph's still at 12th and 13th, switch back in a lonely P14 now. Let's see the gap there. Back there. And a lonely P15 as well. Up front now though, Pagani is getting a black dot, getting rather large in his mirrors. Look at the tyre wear already on lap 7 of 27, so a long way to go at this stage. Those left-sided tyres of the Lamborghini looking very, very second-hand. I'm interested to see how he does this because I remember him pitting quite early. Obviously, look to try and get close to half distance as you can do. Obviously, the medium tyre is more durable, so we'll take you further, but they're not unlimited to how long they'll last. And the right-hander then, because we're in the no chicane version then, the old layout. With two sweeping right-handers to finish the lap. Drifting a little bit. Smith though pressing on, trying to close that gap down then. 41 dead from laps. I love a lap time like that.
Oh.
Sexual. Going doing a 41.7, so 7/10 out of him on the lap despite the tyres looking like that already. Smith is flying then for home, getting the move done. Meanwhile, third, Graham, Jonesy and Ross all closing in as well. So that's becoming a bit of a battle back. They're leading the charge, but not going away just yet. So we've got the Frome's still running traction.
Is he?
Yeah.
Probably only on one. Just goes to show though, throwing it on one traction, we've been trying to convince Mike to do it for ages. And I think he's now done it. It just goes to show one traction doesn't make all that much difference. You can still run very, very well.
So certain cars are easy to drive without it. Some of them they like do need that, especially some of the mid-engine stuff. They do like to snap and touch. Although when I was practicing with it pre-season, I did find it quite comfortable to drive without. To be honest.
Yeah.
I know Frame's not been on GT7 much, so just easing himself back into get the feel.
Hasn't raced for a long time, has he? Does it happen? Do I make a move?
Making a move. It's Pagani doing the blue flag line. Smith around the outside and into the lead of the race. Pagani going to fight back.
Nice move
done.
Good driving.
Or is it? Not yet. And then giving him plenty to think about.
Always a good spectacle when these two are side by side when they're at it.
Yep. Raging on then. Jonesy now looking at the back of Graham there, so Jonesy looking to go forwards here. Staying with this pack. Not just falling away, in fact, dropped behind Chubbs. So, I think I'd had a twitch on the last lap. 43.3 in the last lap, so big twitch around about here, I think it was. A little rears up.
Panda struggling a little bit down in P11.
The car didn't suit the Genesis this week so much.
No, I think he had a couple of laps previous.
Next time it's Fuji and
Interlagos.
So yeah, that might be more. So the Genesis strength, that long start-finish straight. Oh.
Yep, next time out for those that are obviously watching, it's the Brazilian Grand Prix Interlagos circuit for the Group 4 race. Only one Group 4 race, and then there will be the Group 3 race at Fuji, which later has got a monumentally long start-finish straight. That's where Mr. Smith does all of his testing and practicing, so I imagine he'll be strong.
There we go then. Assist the lap then. Closing on the Alfa Romeo. He's probably not getting much of a slipstream from the Audi anymore. Not close enough.
No, that Alfa is very fast in the straight line.
Indeed. Doing a really good job of hanging on as well.
Yeah, at this point in the race, it was tough because I felt quicker, but I didn't. Like I was saying to you earlier on, I didn't have the confidence in the car to kind of push that a little bit extra out of it to try and get past and whatnot. But this is the issue that I had really. I was kind of just mirroring the pace.
Look at the tyre wear comparisons on T. Smith's tyres, looking very second-hand at this stage. That left rear is about done.
Part worn.
Oh, part worn tyres. Call now for part worn time. Part1tyres.co.uk.
Pagani, tactical penalty, fair play.
Giving us a little bit of breathing room.
Everybody else going wide back there other than me, let's see. I respect the rules.
Putting a little bit of a gap.
Blue flag stood in first.
Simultaneous wiggles there from the Alfa and the Ferraris, trying to get the power down. It's a bit of a queue forming now.
I would stay on board with us maybe towards the start of the next lap, I believe.
Into the pits, race leader. T. Smith's tyres only less than 10 laps. That's 17 laps to do on a set of mediums. That's a big ask.
I'd maybe go on board with me. Just through this first sector.
A very good run there. On the outside. Outside of 4, put the overlap for 5. I thought he had that done. Cool.
Yeah.
On the glass, blue flag.
Bit of an adjustment mid-corner, but I kind of couldn't do much about it really.
Blue flag's got dirty tyres. Oh, he's out the green rough area. Oh, what around he goes. Oh no.
I didn't realise he'd gone round.
Okay, they've ushered there, as Paul says.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of had a line and he sort of stopped and then corrected himself around the corner.
Yeah,
and I was thinking to myself, I couldn't really do more than that. I mean, maybe it's me, maybe it was completely my fault. But at the time, you know what I'm like, I always feel guilty straight away, but I didn't think I could have done too much more at that point. But I respect it. If you all hate me and never want to speak to me again, it's fine. Oh, Zomlar's in the chat, ready to come in, set a tent on fire, like I did at Donington nearly.
Prepping for his the royal coronation, isn't he?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He's going to bring a whole bloody Bedouin tent and everything.
Just so we all know, everybody that doesn't know, Zom lives at Royal Leamington Spa, and he always wants me to tell everyone every time we speak. So even when we was at Donington, he asked me to tell at least 10 people. So just so we're all clear.
And now we've got 10 dead people at Brands as well.
Yep, and if we can just put hashtag congratulations in the chat for Zom for living at Royal Leamington Spa.
So that's...
Hope you're well, Zom.
It's a tyre wear situation then. So Garni's tyres looking not bad considering 12 lap old. Frome's front left a little bit better condition. Your tyres are very second hand and sliding like that's probably not going to help.
Yep. That was tactical.
Tactical power slides. Graham very interested. Graham doing a really good job on his tyres there. The rear tyres looking very good. A little bit worse for wear.
I'm equally as interested in Graham, but that's a topic for another day.
Indeed. His tyres looking alright at this stage. Ross is about the same. And Chubb's then got the hammer down, trying to close that gap. So Chubb's coming into it. He had a bit nowhere in the first race, but a second race and the third race very much coming to him. Now, the Genesis was struggling in this transition period here, this point here. And that was okay that lap.
I don't want to bring down the slide. I don't want to bring down the tone of the evening, but obviously, you know, I've just shared a very personal feeling towards Graham. I'm very interested in Graham.
Yes.
He's responded with a comment in the stream, which I don't believe is related to what I said, but I'm coming out very soon. So, well. I mean, hopefully that means something else, because that's quite a public way to share affection, Graham, but, you know, each to their own.
Just getting the move done. Jonesy, meanwhile. Jonesy, not to let it go just yet, fighting back. I've just realised that Ross is running the same livery as I did when I had the Lamborghini a while ago, but it was in pink. But he's obviously just made it black.
Ross, as we know, is very multicultural, so fair play to him. Yep.
And good move from Ross, he's up to 5th. Going ahead of Jonesy, and Chubb's now very much in that battle as well. Chubb's tyres are looking very second hand, that front left especially. Again, Genesis heavy on its tyres. I said that, mine's even worse, so and about the same.
Go on, Will.
Doing well. Bit of a lonely P9 for him at the minute. One step in 10th. Switch back in 11th for T Smith where he belongs, P12. Missing blue flag.
I'll head up towards me and Graham, I think.
Oh wow, big twitch there. Oh, up the inside. Aaron in the dirt. Oh, big moment there.
I struggled.
Race leader pits. Teammate in as well.
It wasn't
Graham in as well.
I very nearly hit the wall, by the way, on the way in. It was bum squeakingly close.
So Graham then takes the lead. So presses on to lap 14 now, so we're into the second half of the race.
Graham just said that his overtake on me there looks better from his view. I mean, I'd hope so. Because I can promise you from my view it wasn't great.
So then change to the order. Graham now leads then as these medium tyre riders keep going. Ross into second, Chubb's third, so fourth. T Smith then coming out ahead critically of Pagani, so Pagani's got to chase him down. Of course, on partly worn tyres already, so we had we're on 4 laps now on those tyres. Pagani on fresh rubber, a little bit of ground to close up. That'll come back to him later in the race. Going down to 7th, Self is 8th, Jonesy 9th, so they've all just stopped. There's Pandemimore just pitting. Steph switch back, blue flag all in as well. SBY not able to replicate the race 2 form.
A lot of the grid very spread out, I think, other than third-ish to fourth, maybe. You and
third.
Chubbs.
Themselves probably the closest battle at the minute. The question is now, how long do everybody go in these tyres then? Just starting to struggle now for turn in. Ross doing a really good job of his tyre wear again though. The Aston Martin's very good on his tyres, but Ross is obviously his rear tyre is a lot worse. Big engine, is Chubbs in this time? He is. Just a missed pit wall. Look. Carrying
on. Fact of the day for everybody about Ross yesterday, just not really relevant to the race, but Ross had his controller on charge for the whole day yesterday, plugged into the controller but not the actual console where he wants to charge it from. So Ross just had a loose wire plugged into his controller all day. Just wanted to point that out for everyone.
He's well advised, yes. So, had you had your moment, Chubbs? Yes. Oh, have you had your crash? I don't think you've had your crash yet, have you?
I mean, we don't know whether a crash happens, you know, this is live.
Well, Chubbs has just put something in there. Just said something about his hand, maybe it's a wanking injury.
Yeah, Chubbs, just so we know as well, for those watching, Chubbs, he had a hurty wrist this week. He had a hurty wrist, so.
He's out then behind Jonesy. Are we doing another BTC season later in the season after Brands?
I would think so. I would imagine so. A couple of people have mentioned Alton Park. Oh.
It's looking like a handful.
I think, to be honest with you, we'll probably discuss it next weekend whilst we're at Brands Hatch. I think we might be looking at doing another one, even if it's not the same numbers, but I would think / hope so. Graham's still going strong. I don't know if he's going to head into the pits this lap.
He does. 15 and in. Ross carries on. So Ross' tyres actually not looking too bad. So Graham's in. I'm in as well. Which means it's going to be a Lamborghini 1-2. Smith coming around. Well, he hadn't got rid of the half-second penalty he had last time. Now giving chase, and so there is the gap between the two. Already. There we go. So Lamborghini's showing some tyre wear now. So of course, in its first couple of laps. Let's come back to him then. So where is Mr. Chubbs?
So Graham comes up just behind me, so I've got a bit of a jump, but I believe if you look at Graham's tyres, he's on the softs.
No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't got that much wearing. Not weird. Showing instant wear. Live, real-time wear there on that front left. Yeah, that was our plan. We kind of figured out early in the day sort of how far could we take a soft tyre. So I thought they'd probably be dead after about 7 or 8 laps, but got to 12 laps before it pretty much died on the last lap. So we figured, well, we can do 15 on the mediums, finish on the softs, because I think both of us just ran the medium tyre last week. Both of us. Chubbs himself giving chase.
I feel like myself and Graham, we will meet again, I believe.
Graham's now going to get the hammer down and close that gap. Oh, and Chubbs is round. There is his hurty wrist. And now he's doing his best Robert Kubica impression for the rest of the race.
Take my strong hand.
Take my strong hand, Chad. Stir the mashed potato. Oh,
boy.
Where's he gone? Chubbs? Where's he gone? Oh, he's actually done a long lap penalty.
Good on him.
He's done that. Interesting that. Steph closing in on that. 11th. Switch back 12th. Looks like still going 13th. And SBY just not happening for him in this one. T. Smith now back into the lead then, with all the pit stops done. Pagani with another half-second penalty.
Good work.
Where are you getting all these, Pagani? I'm assuming that sort of S's section, sort of in the start of sector 3. Personal best there. Frame also getting a half-second penalty. It's just like you want to make it easy for you. Oh, where are you going?
Do you know what? At the start of this race, I was thinking to myself, I hope that you don't catch my moment. And yep, that happened.
There we go.
So I'll talk about it. You don't need to talk about it. I was greeting the crowd.
Oh, okay. That's very, big entertainment factor. I'm sure the fans love that.
Yeah. Noble of me it was.
Graham
didn't
smells blood.
work this week. It didn't work. The car didn't work.
Now, all over the back. Jones then getting the jump on Ross again. He's just dropped back as well, so maybe the extra lap that Ross did made him critical because he's also gone on to the soft tyre. I was watching Ross in practice before the race, and the Lamborghini was really eating those rear tyres up. So this battle for now, because Gray is now on and engaged.
Is he?
I think so.
Yep, I think we should stay with this for a minute.
Got past you once after a moment. Can he do it again?
We had, a very nice little race, myself and Graham. Graham's up in something I've always enjoyed racing.
There you go then. About 80% blue flag there.
Yeah.
Never go full blue flag.
Go on board.
Down the outside. There's Aston Martin on our left. We're trying to cling on around the outside here. Now we've got the inside line. A little grey then.
Stay on board.
I'll switch back.
Yeah, there we go.
And in the mirror. There he is.
Goodbye, Graham. See you in a minute.
Good battling there. Behind you, P6 Jones, you're going really well. P6 then for the Honda man. Self and Ross behind, giving chase. Of course, now we're on the soft tyres. Jones is still on the mediums. Doing a double medium stint then, so he's now going to have to be watching his mirrors, because we'll be coming up quickly. Panda now P9, Chubbs back in P10 after that spin. Got Steph for company, switch back for cover to P12 with blue flag not far behind. And SBY unfortunately just not having the pace to live with the cars ahead of him. But despite a raft of penalties, Pagani is just closing that gap down a little bit then, of 41.2 that lap. T. Smith 42.0, so in fact he's lost, he's gained 8 tenths on that lap then, so Pagani now starting to take some big time out of T. Smith.
Can we go back to me and Graham again? Is that right?
Yeah. It's just all about you, this, isn't it? God.
No, I mean, because there's a couple of nice moments, but actually, I think it's the next lap. Don't worry about it.
Not really much happening at the moment. Anywhere else, don't believe. Fred Jones, he's got Ross closing in. I'm coming as well.
Stay with us.
Yes, that was a 41.2 on mediums. Will, that is a very quick lap indeed. But I now have the fastest lap of the race, 40.9. That is unfortunately, yes, that is on mediums, Chubbs.
Yeah, start of the next lap. It's quite a nice little battle as well.
This battle over P6 is also starting to close up. Then Jonesy, Ross and myself closing in. Jonesy fair going really strongly still. A bit wide there though. Ross also going a little bit wide. I thought about a move there into turn 11.
Yeah, that Ferrari looks and sounds nice, but it wasn't the most fun for me this week, I must say.
Go back to your battle. I also need to go back to that battle behind him as well. So here then, so Graham getting a good run out the final corner. There we go then. About 97% blue flag that time. Going into the outside line. Sweeps into the position. Goes a little bit deep. And goes back at him. Side by side again. It's deja vu. We're on board. Where's Graham? There he is. Oh, Aaron goes wide. Graham up the inside this time. Leaning on him, trying to hold it around the outside. Where is he? There he is in the mirror. And that's move done by Graham. Great job there.
Lovely move. Very fun battle that.
Then what's going on further back? Well, Ross is now with Jonesy, and I'm there as well. So what do? Spin the rears.
For God's sake.
Great job. I'm doing all that work to catch the back of Jonesy, and Ross having a penalty as well. I tried to get a run, and I thought, as soon as I did that, and I was like, Ross has a penalty, I was going to get him anyway. I didn't need to try and get a run down that hill. So yeah, that's all that work. Dropped about 4 seconds. So having done all that work to catch up, undone it all immediately. So where the front two are, well, that gap is coming down. T. Smith did a 41.9 last time around, Pagani a 41.3. Well, 6/10 out of him then. And almost doing the Zach.
It's really impressive pace from Pagani. I mean, normally when Tom gets a lead, Tom keeps the lead and extends the lead.
Especially on the same tyres as well. So Pagani's got a tyre advantage as well. He's doing that on pure pace alone.
Don't rule Mr. Pagani out. Never rule a Pagani out.
A little bit of distance into you. And you're still there, but Graham's got that done now. Soft tyres, of course.
Yep.
That'll come back to you later on. Jonesy's still got Ross to contend with. And regrouping. And a bit of a lonely P9. Chubb's just behind him, P10. Steph switch back.
It might be a lonely P9, but you look sensational, Will. If that makes you feel better. Yeah, you look magnificent.
Over the battle, we need to start watching a little bit more then for the lead. So Ross and Jonesy as well. He's doing really well still in P6. That's of course on those soft tyres though. Not troubling that apex though. So what can we do then before those tyres go off the cliff? Here, no, he's doing a good job holding him off.
Going really well with Jonesy. Those front two are close.
Indeed, Pagani getting closer lap times this time. 41.8 from T. Smith, 41.9 from Pagani, so losing a tenth that time around.
I must say it's very nice to see a Lamborghini and a Ferrari at the front of an FTRL race. I don't think we've ever seen that before. So.
Oh, it's a Lamborghini there, because Will, of course, and Peterman both won races in that.
I don't know, I meant like Lambo and a Ferrari being there together, competing for race wins.
Italian powerhouses together. Ooh, big twitch from both there. T. Smith on
Pagani doing me.
Pagani, he gets the power down. And there's been a change for P6. Another mid-engine battle as the Lamborghini's got the better of the Honda. So Ross now up to P6. Background closing back in again, having had my little moment. Still running out of laps now on lap 22 of 27. Graham inching away from lonely P3, but good job from him. Definitely seems more comfortable in that Audi than he was in the Lexus.
I need to bounce back because it just didn't feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, sitting at the moment in P5 wasn't bad, but it didn't click for me at all this week. I was gutted with race 2 finishing 7th, but that meant it was hard to come through the field. But the group 3 race, I was fairly confident after last week's showing, and
so that group 3
fell away.
Second race, like, it's probably the one time that's really opened up for me. I know the car, my Group 4 Aston was actually quite good around there as well, but obviously, as I say, we're in a big train for ages, and you don't want to send it, because if you make an attempt and it doesn't come off, then you leave yourself open to the guy behind you who's just on the racing line or on the other line to just go through. So the fact that I managed to get through into the podium battle from where I started, it was quite impressive, because normally that's just something that's reserved for Tom coming through the back there. Pagani in the purple sector.
Yep.
Right there with him now, so this battle is on.
Pagani, you look fantastic in a Milka car. Just saying, first time you've ever repped it, and you've done it elegantly.
Already got one race win this week. Can he make it 2? To the slipstream he goes. Short straight here, that's just not ideal for overtaking. So look at the tyre situation as well. That Lamborghini's tyres looking very, very red and ragged. And of course, having less than pitted quite a few laps later. Tyre wear looking a lot better. That's going to come into play later on for sure. Sweep through the final couple of corners again. Good run out of the penultimate corner. T. Smith going defensive. He's all firmly on the inside, but he's going to give him a squeeze. A bit of rubbing. It's Senna and Mansell all over again. Guy around the outside. Side by side. T. Smith holding the inside line now. Pagani trying to keep it around the outside. T. Smith's going to shut the door in his face as he does. Battle in there. Nice thinks about switching to the inside now for 4. T-Smith sees him coming, hangs it around the outside. The guy's got the move done, has he? T-Smith still there though. And side by side again through 5. Again to, oh wow, shuts the door. Big moment. Chris crosses over. Well, words out, but not able to get back alongside. All down on the grass as he brakes.
Well, all I'll say from that, Graham, was we look shit now, me and you. They've done it in style there, haven't they?
Right out to the edge of the curb there. He avoided a penalty. Down the inside. Oh, he's gone deep, very deep. Oh, it's a send. T. Smith switches back. Then run back to the field, and Graham then catching Frome. Graham has really got the magnets on then. Is he be able to get to Frome then? The race, let's look at the lap times. Frome in the 42s, Graham in the 41s. So, I mean, taking chunks of time out. We have a lonely P5 for you now, but we've got Ross not too far behind and closing in. And well, I've caught Jonesy again. But my tyre condition is now not superior, so I don't have enough tyre to do anything about him. Panda in the P9 with a penalty. Chubbs in a lonely P10 now. Steph and blue flag. Close together and switch back as well. So a little bit of a battle going on. Sure, not a million miles away, but not featuring this battle at all. So we'll go back and have a look what's going on up front.
Well, 2.5 to go. Shaping up to being a very exciting end with Tom's tyre wear. It's a bit worse than Pagani's.
Yeah, Pagani a lot better. Tom's probably at 80% worn at this stage. Pagani maybe 60.
Yeah, seems about fair. 61 if you think we're going to be precise, but
short straight again then. Up the gravel there. On the edge then. There we go again. And looking to get the run. Oh, big slide. Oh, out of the final corner. He's still got the run. Smith again going defensive. I think he's now confident he's got enough in a straight line to hold off into 1. So no move forthcoming this time. Through 1 and 2. Extra precise. Over the curbs. It's just amazing how little highway there is on that front right tyre around here compared to the left, which is all but gone. Pagani there, does he think about send? Runs a bit deep.
He's not got long to get it done.
No, running out of time. Down the field, then Frome has got Graham for company now. Then there's a battle on for the final step of the podium.
Tyre wear. Go on, Graham.
Soft tyre then very much on its last legs, but he's still there. This continues to close on the Ferrari. He's also still got me for trouble as well, but again, front left tyre very much on its last legs. Chubbs, lonely races for them. Steph and Blue Flag battling. Switch back there to pick up the pieces. Must be one not a million miles away, but here it is again then. And it's just how it's T. Smith going deep. Pagani up the inside, big twitch. He tries to get the power down there side by side. Pagani on the dirty side of the track though, trying to go for the cutback. T. Smith parks it on the apex.
Oh, what a last lap this is going to be.
There we go then for the win. He's got a good run out there, to be fair. And those tyres, the tyres are hung on really well. I thought they'd be a lot worse than that when I saw him pit on lap 10. There we go then. Again, that Lamborghini just a little bit quicker in a straight line there, just pulling a couple of lengths. Not able to be close enough for a move into 1 then. Oh, slide there though through 2. And Ferrari's back on him. Into 4 we go. Just covering the inside, Pagani opening the corner up as much as he can do. Close enough for a look into 5. Wait for his opportunity. Is he going to come though? Oh, power slide from the Ferrari.
Half a lap to get it done.
Oh, twitch there from the Lambo.
Twitching everywhere, it's pushing.
Pagani arriving mid-corner sideways this time, not on the exit.
I respect it.
Full send mode. He's not close enough then into 10.
Tonga's a little bit deep. Only marginal. Looks like he's going to hold on.
Just a couple of corners to go now. And we're going to see a Rossi and Lorenzo moment. Pagani kicking up the dirt. Doesn't look like it into the final corner. He's got to run, but their finish line's going to come too soon. And T. Smith wins from Pagani.
Excellent racing.
Frome then's going to hold on because Graham's front left is dead. That's a podium for Flying Frome. Great job from him in that Audi. Graham, great job in P4. Himself Aaron coming home P5. Frost not quite able to get there. He finishes in P6. Jonesy solid P7 from him. Same one front left is also gone. Back out at this stage. Panda then lonely race this time, not able to repeat his success from last week. Still banking solid points of P9 with his teammate chasing him home in P10. So that spin, driving one-handed. Good job there from Chubbs. Blue flag has... Oh. What's going on there? Oh, Steph's off at the final corner. And switchback goes through. Oh no. Oh, and is Sean going to get him as well? No, Sean's got a penalty. So Steph's front left tyre dead as well. And the mediums then.
Excited into the race. T. Smith job done. Bounces back after last week. But right, a couple of things to address before we end this evening's stream. The first one being there will be no races or stream next weekend. A large group, or most of the grid, are going to Brands Hatch to watch the British touring cars. So we decided to postpone for a week, so we'll be back the week after. Like we said, it will be Interlagos, the Brazilian Grand Prix circuit for the Group 4 race, and then Fuji GP circuit for the Group 3. Going into it, I'm expecting a T Smith win. I mean, as usual, but like I said, that's the track I think he's done more than any other on Gran Turismo, so he's definitely the man to beat. The championship's going to be very, very close, and 2 more orders of business, if I may. So the first one being, I'm going to be setting. Well, FTRL, we are closely approaching 6 years that we've been going for, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So we will be sorting out a charity event very soon in the coming weeks. We're not going to rush it because we want to make sure we get it right. And also we have got, I think if you guys heard me say some weeks or months ago about that, I've got some potentially really exciting news about to hit. Providing all goes well this coming week, I will be able to announce that on our next stream, which is very, very, very exciting. It's going to change some aspects of what we do, and it might even expand some things as to what we do. All I can say to you in advance is stay frosty with it all. It's not going to be long, and I promise you faithfully it's going to be worth the wait. So exciting times indeed for all of us. So yeah, that's all from me, Mr. Lee Cole. Thank you for watching, but I'll let you wrap it up, mate.
Indeed, and so 3 great races this week. I'll say a week off next week, and then we're back in 2 weeks' time. How do you sum up your week then, Aaron?
I'm going to class this as my wobbly week. I think every single season I tend to have 1, possibly 2 weeks if it's a slightly longer season, where I'll have like a couple of finishes outside like the top 4-ish. Obviously the Group 3 finishing in 5th, I'd take that given how the car felt. The Group 2 race I'm a bit gutted about. But all in all, a handful of points dropped, but hopefully not too much in the championship. So I'm going to bounce back next time, because watching those 2 fight at the front, I'm normally a bit closer to them than that. So I don't want this to be another season where they run away too early. I really do want to give it a go. I say it every season, and one day it will happen. All my fans out there, best fans in the world, and all those
ones
back
on the
at
outside of
factory.
turn 3, wasn't it? The ones that you were going to see in the race.
Yeah, all those ones. Yeah,
that ones. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there's all empty seats, but there's there in spirit.
Cool. Well, that then brings the end to coverage this week. Thank you very much to everybody in the stream who's been commenting, liking, etc., etc. If you haven't already liked it, please do so before you go. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time with yet more great racing action that you have witnessed this evening. But from us for this evening, goodbye, and we'll see you again real soon.
Like the stream. Love you all. Bye.